The India-Russia space ties are also likely to reach a new high as India may soon acquire a limited number of RD-191 engines from Russia, potentially supercharging its satellite launch capabilities. WION has exclusively learned that the Indian government's Department of Space is facilitating the technology transfer of Russian-origin semi-cryogenic rocket engines to the Indian industry. Now, this technology transfer is meant to enable Indian industries to manufacture the Russian-origin rocket engine in India. The latest deal is likely to take shape as Russian President Vladimir Putin makes a two-day state visit to India starting tonight, hosted by the Indian Prime Minister. The RD-191, it is a high-performance rocket engine fueled by kerosene and liquid oxygen. It falls under the category semi-cryogenic, as kerosene can be stored at room temperature and the oxidizer, which is the liquid oxygen, has to be stored at super-cooled temperatures below minus 150 degrees centigrade. Semi-cryogenic engines are among the niche technologies that the Indian Space Agency ISRO has been trying to develop indigenously. However, India does not have a fully developed engine of its own, at least not yet. And the reason why the Russian RD-191 engine of the same type is being sought. Now, if this deal goes through, this would mark the second time that India is purchasing spacefaring rocket engines from Russia. Back in the early 1990s, India purchased 7 KVD-1 cryogenic engines from Russia. These engines were used in the upper stage of the early versions of India's then heaviest rocket, GSLV. It will also mark a significant strategic collaboration between the Indian space establishment and the Russian space industry. And to get us more on this, WION's principal correspondent, my colleague Siddharth MP, gets us these details.
India-Russia space ties go back a long way. Back in the early 1990s, India procured 7 KVD-1 rocket engines from Russia. These were cryogenic engines meant to power the upper stage of India's GSLV rocket. In the last 5 years, we've seen Indian astronauts go to Russia and undergo training ahead of the Gaganyaan astronaut program. And these astronauts will also be wearing Russian flight suits or astronaut suits made by Zvezda. The latest RD-191 rocket engine deal for cryogenic rocket engines is likely between India and Russia. These are crucial engines and a highly sophisticated technology that India does not possess. These engines are at least 2.5 times more powerful than the engines India presently has, and they will significantly enhance the lifting capability of India's LVM-3 rocket. Let's also tell you that these are highly sophisticated cryogenic engines which are among the most powerful and the most efficient in the world. It's expected that in the near future, there could also be a deal where India can locally manufacture these engines under license so that they can power not just LVM-3 rocket, but also future Indian rockets. Let's also tell you that having a more powerful LVM-3 rocket means that India need not rely on foreign rockets to launch heavy satellites from home soil. This will also propel India's space ambitions. From Chennai, Siddharth MP, WION World is One.